Have you ever walked into a room, sensed the emotional temperature instantly, and thought, wow, something's off? Even before anyone speaks, even before a single problem surfaces, that moment, that subtle awareness that feels almost psychic, is not magic. It's neuroscience. And INFJs experience it more intensely than almost any other personality type. Today, I want to break down the social and emotional system of the brain, how it works, and why INFJs respond to subtle cues with such precision that people often say, "How did you know that?" And by the end of this video, you'll understand why conflict, dishonesty, tension, or emotionally loud environments affect you so deeply, and how to use this system without letting it drain you. INFJs don't read people. They feel them. Not because they're emotional, but because their brain is wired to analyze the social world at a level most people will never reach. Most people see behavior. INFJs see emotional architecture. Most people hear words. INFJs hear emotional frequency. Most people notice actions. INFJs notice intention. Let's break down why. The social plus emotional system. There are 4 major brain systems involved. 1. The limbic system, responsible for emotional processing, especially fear, affection, bonding, intuition, emotional memory. INFJs have a highly active limbic system. They feel emotions with more intensity and more accuracy. 2, the mirror neuron system. This is the system that lets you feel what someone else feels. It fires when someone is sad, someone is angry, someone hides something, someone feels embarrassed, someone feels disconnected. INFJs have elevated mirror neuron activity. This is why you can sense emotional discomfort even when someone's face is neutral. 3, the prefrontal cortex. This is where social reasoning, empathy, and emotional prediction occur. For INFJs, the PFC works overtime, decoding expressions, predicting someone's next emotional move, analyzing intentions, organizing social meaning, interpreting tone. This makes INFJs highly strategic, but also easy to overstimulate. 4, the default mode network. This network activates during reflection, imagining possibilities, replaying conversations, analyzing interactions, interpreting symbolism. For INFJs, this network never fully turns off. It is always creating meaning, always evaluating emotional nuance, always analyzing the why behind behavior. While others navigate the social world with observation, INFJs navigate it with intuition. Why INFJs feel social overwhelm. INFJs don't get overwhelmed by people. They get overwhelmed by emotional data. Every room sends information. Who feels ignored, who feels uncomfortable, who is hiding something, who is angry underneath, who is insecure, who wants attention, who is emotionally unpredictable. Most people walk into a gathering and think, these are people. INFJs walk in and subconsciously think, these are emotional systems. Your brain is processing micro-expression changes, body tension, energetic shifts, emotional leaks, fear signals, and unspoken dynamics all at once. That is exhausting for anyone, even people with your level of insight. The conversation you never forgot. Think back to a moment when someone said something simple, something small, but you immediately felt something underneath it, a hesitation, a tone shift, a contradiction between the words and the emotion. A smile that didn't reach the eyes. Most people walk past moments like this. INFJs remember them years later, because your emotional system tagged that moment as meaningful data. It wasn't about the comment. It was about the truth beneath the comment. Your brain doesn't just observe the social world. It decodes it. You're not overthinking. You're emotionally multilingual. Why INFJs get burned out around people? There are 3 major reasons INFJs burn out socially. 1, emotional absorption. You don't just empathize, you internalize. Your mirror neurons don't politely observe, they merge. 2, social predictive processing. INFJs don't just react to what's happening, they anticipate what's about to happen. This means your brain is constantly simulating outcomes, motives, emotional consequences, relational shifts. It's mental chess, and INFJs play 10 moves ahead that drains energy. 3, Harmony management. Your Fae is like a social thermostat. You automatically balance the emotional temperature of the room. That is a job, a real job, and you do it without realizing it. Understanding social triggers for INFJs. INFJs are sensitive to abrupt tone changes, emotional dishonesty, performative kindness, passive aggression, chaotic behavior, unpredictable people, being misunderstood, loud emotional energy, manipulative patterns, falseness or inauthenticity. These things set off the emotional alarm system instantly. Why? Because your brain picks up on disconnection as danger. The emotional system sees inconsistency as a threat. Your sensitivity to others isn't fragility. It's emotional intelligence at full power. The INFJ social blueprint for balance. Here's how INFJs can thrive without draining themselves. 1. Give the mirror neuron system breaks. Take controlled solitude. Your empathy needs downtime. 2. Limit time with emotionally chaotic people. Not because you're weak, but because your brain absorbs chaos like oxygen. 3. Use intentional grounding. Anchoring techniques help pull your nervous system out of emotional overload. Slow breaths, cold water, stretching, sensory focus. 4. Speak your emotional truth. INFJs often process internally, but externalizing emotion reduces limbic stress. 5. Relabel emotional data. Not every emotional signal is a threat. Say this out loud. Observation is not danger. 6. Choose relationships that regulate you. INFJs need people who speak calmly, are consistent, are emotionally honest, don't play games, don't drain energy. These people reset your system. INFJs don't interact with the social world superficially. They interact with its emotional reality. Your brain reads empathy as data. It reads inconsistency as danger. It reads truth as alignment. And it reads people in a way that is both rare and profound. You're not overwhelmed because you're sensitive, and you're overwhelmed because your emotional system is performing at a level most people never reach. Your mind is not a flaw, it's a map. And once you understand its wiring, you finally understand yourself.